Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to EGL 2015, the EGL Open here in Blackpool, Norbreck Castle. Once again, you are joining myself, Rel, and Stealth, and we are guiding you through the series between Nexium and Vendetta Nation. Stealth, what have we seen so far?
Well, we've seen Nexium take 2 maps away from them. However, the first map was quite a blowout.
Yeah.
But Vendetta put up one hell of a fight back into the Search and Destroy. Unfortunately, did end up falling 6-4, so they're going to need to win every map from now on, and that's going to be a huge ask of them.
All right, well, this is Biolab Uplink now, BioLink as it's often dubbed, and as we say, it's all on Vendetta Nation now. They can't afford to make any mistakes. They need to win every single map. Here we go with Rifle War, who are, I don't have too much knowledge about him. He has played at Amateur Pro. He didn't have the best placement ever there, and so far all I've seen is a lot of team kills on hardpoint, but a good Search and Destroy performance. Oh
yeah, without a doubt. I mean, it was such a good start from them then as well in this uplink game. They did get a couple of first picks, but wasn't able to capitalize on it as 3 of them do go down, and it's going to be Unks trying to hold down the mid map, but does get shut down himself.
All right, well, the uplink drone hasn't been collected by anybody just yet. It is just sitting there all alone by itself. Hectix is trying to make a move, though, make a push alongside Unks, who shut down both Cambo and Rez, so that's half the team down for Nexium. Great opportunity to move in, and all are slain. All these kills are now going in favor of Vendetta Nation.
Yeah, there's a good movement here from Hectix. He's giving him the movement quite well there. Unks is just running around in circles, picks up the drone. He does have an opposition player ahead of him. Unfortunately, isn't able to capitalize on that and does get shut down. Well played from Golly as he decides to just go ahead and reset. Yeah,
he threw right out for the reset. He could have actually gone for a push there, gone right onto the counter, but things are starting to open up for El now, who manages to dodge. He's got to go for the throw, but he does get shut down just before he can release it.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. That is the best place to get a 1-point play. So you just get on top of there, slide across, jump, and throw it straight across. Easy to do, but he does get shut down there. So unfortunate. Rifle now trying to defend this uplink drone outside of blue. Does notice that there is 1 player there able to get the kill. 2 players down for Nexium. They need to make some moves and quick.
Nice from Rifle War, still holding back, and as we say, doing great slaying so far, and a lot more composed from what we saw in the hardpoint. And this, I feel, is a better representation of this team. Hardpoint, I feel like they were just too nervous, too frantic going into that. They've settled down. They've realized what's at stake here. You know, this game is going to send them into the loser bracket if they lose it. So I'm expecting a good performance from them, and I've got to say, so far, I'd say they've been the stronger team.
Well, they've been slaying a lot better than the opposition, but they're not capitalizing on it at all. Cambo's 5-1 from Nexium, and L actually has the drone in hand. He might be able to go for a 1-point play here from that favored spot. However, he does actually duck underneath. Nope, goes over the top, goes for a 1-point play. Can he connect? No, he just misses. So unfortunate.
Oh, and he had all the time in the world to actually make that. Rifle War answers back brilliantly, though, with a 2-piece. Hectix has collected this. He's made a push, but he's been shut down just about at top. Esk is unable to release it.
Yeah, 2 players. 3 players go down now for Vendetta. Not good. However, L is looking to try and wrap this one straight away around. He does have 2 opposition players ahead of him. Goes for the 1-point play. Is he able to connect? Yes, he is. Nexium getting the first points off this.
And you saw the last-ditch attempt to try and intercept that. Just not enough, but 3 now go down. Cambo's left all on his own. Cambo manages to find 2, though. Great plays for Nexium now, and Cambo single-handedly holding that uplink drone into its respawn location.
Yeah, that's all he needs to do is just stay alive and wait for his teammates to get around him. However, he does get taken out this time around. Rez actually picks up Unks. Hectix now just trying to stop the Nexium lineup, pushing forward towards this drone with 1 minute 42 seconds left on the this first half.
I just want to see Cambo, because he's having a great uplink game here. And Cambo, I mean, his style of play is very passively aggressive when he moves in. It's usually the likes of Rez and L, I find, that are going to be making the big aggressive pushes. You can see
play and gets the dunk with 1 minute left.
Yep, and that... Striding ahead, 5-0.
Yeah, really nicely done there from Nexium. Now pulling away 5 points to 0. I mean, it was such a strong start from Vendetta. It was going to be difficult to try and maintain that. I mean, all they were doing is getting the kills, but they weren't making any plays at all. I mean, it was Cambo really with his massive defensive plays a couple of times now to shut them down. But on the attacking side of things, L 10-10, I mean, Cambo 11 and 4 as well. I actually didn't even notice that he was still in single digit deaths.
Yeah, Cambo can just play that holding role so well, and this is why we kind of repeatedly say that without Cambo, this Nexium team would not be the same team at all. He's such an important member to it, and sometimes doesn't get the credit he deserves, I feel. Hectics is trying to make one last-ditch effort, though, here to redeem some points for Vendetta Nation. There's still certainly time to do this. He really wants those 2 points, but he's been shut down. Hughes is going for it now with 1 second left. He's not going to make it. And Nexium managed to clutch up in the final seconds there. 5-point lead going into the second half.
Oh, Rez loves that one. That was a hell of a nade there coming in. What a stick as well. Straight onto him. Cambo's still celebrating that as he gets this stop mid-air. Wow.
Rez is probably the best Call of Duty player I've ever seen.
Why would you even joke about that?
But what a grenade. In all seriousness, that was great play from him. Absolutely love that.
You know that was Cambo, right?
And you know, I'm just giving Rez credit when he doesn't deserve it. Sorry, Cambo, it's all yours. Let's watch it. Do you know what? I'm going to give you some more airtime for my mistake. Cambo 12-6 here, and again, as we said, having a great uplink game.
Yeah, as you can say, on board with him, he will be using his spell once again. Does see one on top. Purple unable to get the kill. He does get taken out by Unks in the end. L there trying to get around his teammates to clear the path a little more. However, Golly picks up a lovely little two-piece, and it's going to be Rez with the drone in hand as 3 players will momentarily down for Vendetta. So Rez trying to push all the way through the snow. He kind of has a clear path as he does have a nice little... yeah, it's nice and easy for him to just go ahead and pass straight to L. He managed to get the kill as well as a 2-point play.
Wow, and that was great selfless play from Rez as well. He could have easily tried to make that push himself, but no, goes for the pass. Great teamwork being shown. And I was going to say when the second half started, 5 points is not much at all when it comes to uplink. You know, if you get 3 carry captures, that's it, you're already in the lead. And uplink can really change. I mean, if you can get kind of this good, consistent push going and rotation, then you can really just find yourself right back into the game out of nowhere. And Vendetta Nation have just got to hope for a bit of luck here.
Yeah, you just need a bit of drone control, especially on this map. They're not really getting it. You can see Cambo every time is just pushing straight the way through and just allowing his teammates to just pick up that drone and get the drone control to be able to go ahead and try to get these 1 or 2 point plays. Rez there trying to throw it towards the opposition's spawn. He does pick up the drone once again, unfortunately not able to get that one and put it in for a 2-point play, but they're still in a dominating lead as a 2-point play actually does come in now 9-0.
And they are just running away with this now, and it is a little bit of a shame for Vendetta Nation because, as I said, going into this uplink game, when it first started off, they were a different team to what we saw on that hard point. They were so composed, they were making big kills, and actually the more aggressive team, I think they initially had a lot more control of the uplink drone and had the better pushes, in my opinion. But 9 points with just over 3 minutes left. Oh, it's going to be extremely difficult. 1 point, well, it's a start.
Yeah, he's only going to start to itch at that one a little bit more. It's now trying to get a bit of purple control. Hectics actually with the drone in hand now, trying to maybe go for a 1-point play here because every little helps. No, I think he's going to try and go for a carry capture here.
Here we go.
He's going to come up against 2 Nexium players.
He's gone for it. Oh no! And he took the gamble. It didn't work out for him. Rifle Wall managed to collect though and managed to convert. That's 2 points more on the board now for Vendetta Nation.
Yeah, nicely done. They're starting to call this one bit by bit. However, Cambo now on the defensive side of things, now patrolling, making sure there's no one going to be able to push through. 2 players do go down for Vendetta though, and now this could be a point where Nexium could push on a little bit further in the lead.
Okay, well, uplink drone has been collected once more by Nexium. Now, Vendetta Nation, they like to work on the counter. This is something that they kind of said in our pre-match interview. They were saying they're very strong on the counter. That's what they're going to aim for. If they can make a few kills, then they'll push very, very hard as a result of that. Gambo, though, looks very, very casual here and just kind of spinning around freely with that uplink drone.
Yeah, I like the play from him. He decided to rotate back towards his spawn. However, he didn't actually go all the way through. I mean, he was just waiting to get his players back up around him to get the support. And then he decided, once another 2 players gone down, he's like, well, we can't make a play out of this. Let's just go ahead and throw it out for 15 and then restart from there. Yeah,
Nexium very happy to just run the time down here. It is definitely in their favor. Rifle Lord doing everything he can. He's had to throw that uplink drone away from him. Hughes has actually managed to get 2 kills here. L managed to answer right back, but still this puts Vendetta Nation in a great position to make some points.
Yeah, they're just dilly-dallying on the ball though, really. They need to be a bit more aggressive with the pushes there. The Rifle will try to push it all the way through, try to throw it to his teammate. Unfortunately, both of them get shut down by that man, Golly. Golly's going to look to wrap this one around. However, there is an opposition player ahead of him. throws the drone against the wall to go ahead and get the reset back on the armor. Going to be pushing through this little cheeky little spot. He's going to have one player ahead of him. Can he get the 1-point play? He connects with it beautifully, and that stretches back out to a 7-point lead.
Oh, and that was just great play from Golly there. Single-handedly just kind of made his way all the way to that uplink center. Took a bit of a strange route, you could say, a bit of a surprising route. Didn't go direct, and obviously it's allowed him to collect another point. I don't think it's going to matter all this much. I think this game's all but done here as Cambo does intercept that throw. And it's just been a fairly disappointing opening start for Vendetta Nation. But do not forget, this is a double elimination bracket. Vendetta Nation will be knocked down into the lower bracket, but they won't be out of this tournament just yet. Yeah,
another 2-point play comes in, but I feel it's a little too late. 30 seconds left on the clock. It's going to be impressive they can pull this one back. I don't think there's actually enough time for them. So Nexium will take this one 3-0 in this series. Really good start from them.
Yeah, you know, Vendetta Nation have got to take from this. They've got to look at the strength, and Search and Destroy was certainly one of them. They could have quite easily taken that Search and Destroy game if with a little bit more luck on their side. It was very, very balanced. The uplink game, as we say, they started off fairly balanced, but Nexium ran away with it. It's the hard point where they're struggling. I think they're going to have a little chat about that and see what they can do, but it is going to be Nexium who walk away with a victory here. They shut down Vendetta Nation with a 3-0 sweep, and they will advance in the winner bracket. Commiserations to Vendetta Nation there. Put up a great fight, and of course showing great sportsmanship at the end of this game. And wow, impressive stuff from Nexium Stealth.
Well, yeah, well, it was kind of really what I expected. I mean, Nexium obviously being teamed together now for quite some time. They have that chemistry about them, and they have that gun skill, especially with Cambo and Rez. You know, Cambo really dropping him, like picking himself up and doing some great slaying out within the first half. And he was 11-4 at one point.
Yeah.
You know, he was part of the reason that they hadn't conceded any points within the entire first half.
Yeah, Cambo really strong on that uplink game, and just kind of looking at the kill-death spread of all the players, every single one of Nexium going positive, roughly by the same ratio, and every single one of Vendetta Nation going negative, apart from Rifle War, who actually did perform quite well in the uplink game, got 3 uplink points of it for himself too.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all, is it really?
Well, that is going to be it for Nexium against Vendetta Nation. Great game. We're going to have a lot more action coming up on this stream, so don't go anywhere, but for now, we are going to a quick break.